Now, lest you believe that he is, as he will be portrayed to be, a crazy, wide-eyed liberal and all that, he doesn't have hardcore progressive positions on everything. I mean, listen to this about legalizing marijuana. He says, I have real concerns about implications of the war on drugs, which is good. I am concerned about the overuse of dangerous drugs. Asked specifically about marijuana legalization, he says he'd look at it, but that it's not to him one of the major issues facing this country, which is true. It's not one of the major issues facing this country, but it is an issue facing the country.
It is, but he's right. But like on this show, for example, I would argue that it takes up an inordinate amount of time. Like I don't care.
It takes up a lot of time, yeah.
I don't care. And what's way more important is that we stop locking people up for it.
But I think that's why we talk about it so much.
No, we talk about it because guys like you want to get stoned because you're losers and deadbeats and you don't want to work for a living like your old man.
I might well be a loser, but it's not because of weed.
I don't think I've ever said old man like that before.
I haven't been called a deadbeat very often.
What's funny is that in reading these stories, you picked completely different quotes than I would have picked, and your quotes were
really
good.
Interesting.
Yeah, what I was struck with is that I believe elections are serious debates about on political issues. I did say, but like. Sanders, just think about these issues. Sanders highlighted a series of policies that appeal to the political left in his comments. Like, again, political left. So instantly, that phrase, and this is from The Hill, marginalizes that.
There's a spin on that.
Right, margin. Yeah. It's okay. I mean, I don't know that it's intentional. It's just how we talk now.
Yeah.
Right?
Appeals to the political left. Do these only appeal to the political left?
So
let's not set the country on fire.
Reducing income inequality. It's only the left that wants that.
Only.
I mean, I got news for you. The people who aren't on the other side of the unequal part of that want that, right? The rich don't want that, right?
Well, I would imagine
and not even all the rich, right?
The poor conservatives are probably not thinking, I could suffer for a few more decades.
Hey, you guys want $12,000 more a year at the expense of the Koch brothers? I think most. Okay, great. So, including reducing income inequality, making public college free, and reforming the campaign finance system. 1, 2, and 3. Like, okay, I got it. Not all conservatives want to make public college free, but there are a lot of countries that do that. It used to be true here. Basically, you could go to state university.
Effectively, yeah.
Not necessarily for free, but for very little, right? You could go to a state university.
And now it's basically free. It's like $120,000.
So reducing income inequality, reducing it, because it's expanded. So reducing it could conceivably mean just returning it to what it was, pick a time, 12 years ago, 20 years ago.
Or not allowing it to grow.
Right.
That is effectively reducing it.
That's reducing it too, so...
That's
who's not
crazy.
Right, that's crazy. That's political left.
Is he going to pull off his face and Dennis Kucinich is
Making public college free used to be free, and reforming the campaign finance system. It was a 5-4 vote by an incredibly conservative court. Most federal judges in this country would have decided that case differently. But it's only the political left that wants that.
And just yesterday, by the way, the Supreme Court ruled that states can bar judges from soliciting campaign contributions when they're running in judicial elections. So it's not even that the Supreme Court isn't 100% gung-ho for...
It's just these are not for the political left. They aren't, but this is how we frame this. And then the last two, he also mentioned his interest in health care reform, which, of course, independently, issue by issue, if you talk about health care reform, is enormously popular with everyone. And then issue 5, infrastructure improvement.
And he's for single payer, of course.
Yeah, I got that. So that's
right.
But health care reform, making health care better, and infrastructure improvements, these are not... These
far political left.
Right.
Loony left.
Eliminating the U.S. military. Reducing it to a force of 25,000 guys in case we're threatened. Disarming our nukes. Taxing the rich at 75%.
Everyone gets an electric car.
Everyone forcing the electric car. Raising gas taxes to $7, $8 a gallon to force the implementation of the electric car.
Yeah.
These are
making a memorial out of every seized firearm.
Right.
Like, it's not going to happen.
Totally. He's not taking guns away, and he's not $50,000 of reparations to every descendant of a slave. Right? I mean, these are such incredibly incredibly mainstream ideas, but already they're the mad yearnings of a reactionary leftist Bernie Sanders.
And look, Hillary obviously has huge name recognition, effectively as high as you can have at this point. She has a huge amount of money, which is valuable for all the reasons it's normally valuable. It's also valuable because I would say she still has this, like, conservatives hate her, a lot of independents don't like her. Like, she has that going against her, and so it's possible that she could say the wrong thing and really, like, piss people off. She had that ad about the being woken up by a call about a nuke going off early in the morning in the last election. Like, she can do missteps like that. Now, she has enough money to recover from some of those, but if Elizabeth Warren doesn't run and that support goes to Bernie Sanders, and Bernie Sanders is speaking in a populist sense, he can maybe pull some independents and Republicans that she couldn't pull. And so it's not impossible that he could do it. Just a lot needs to change between now and then for it to happen.